We all want to do something big, something bold, something that feels worthy of the pain we've carried and the mountains we've had to climb. Deep down, every person in recovery has felt that pull, the desire to rise, to rewrite our story, to make our lives stand for something powerful. And that desire is real. That desire is good. But here's the truth. Many people never say out loud. Greatness doesn't arrive in one dramatic moment. It doesn't show up in a single victory. It isn't earned by waiting for some perfect version of yourself to appear. Greatness is built in the small, gritty, unglamorous tasks you do every damn day. The ones nobody sees, the ones nobody celebrates, the ones that feel too small to matter, until they become the foundation of everything that does. Helen Keller said, "I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble." And if you're on a recovery journey, that quote hits like a punch to the gut because it's true. Recovery is not made of grand gestures. Recovery is built out of 1,000 tiny decisions. Decisions that seem insignificant in the moment, but that slowly, steadily rebuild your life from the inside out. Every morning you get up when you'd rather stay buried under the weight of yesterday. That's a small task done greatly. Every time you choose honesty when lying would be easier. That's a small task done greatly. Every time you show up to a meeting or check in with your support network or say, "I need help," even when you hate asking, that's a small task done greatly. And here's what nobody tells you. These small tasks, they're the whole damn point. They're not the warm-up. They're not the side mission. They are the path. Because recovery isn't one massive leap. It's step after step after step after step, taken by a person who refuses to stay down. And that's you. Whether you believe it today or not, you are that person. You've already proven it just by being here, listening, continuing to try. You're stronger than the version of you that convinced you you'd never change. You're stronger than the grief you've carried. You're stronger than the shame that tried to bury you. And you are absolutely stronger than the idea that greatness is something that only happens later. Greatness is happening right now, inside the small choices you're making today. And I want you to feel the weight of that. Not the overwhelming weight that crushes you, but the empowering weight that lifts you. The kind that says your recovery doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require brilliance. It doesn't require some impossible, heroic version of yourself. What it requires is commitment, consistency, courage, especially the quiet kind that nobody else sees. Every small task you complete in recovery is a declaration that you're done with the old story, a declaration that you're ready for something better, a declaration that you are worth the time, the effort, the healing. And maybe nobody told you that before. Maybe nobody celebrated you for the small wins. Maybe your life trained you to believe only the big things matter, the big achievements, the big changes, the big turnarounds. But let me tell you something. In recovery, the small things are everything. They're the bricks that build the home you're creating within yourself. So if you've ever felt frustrated because you aren't far enough or strong enough or successful enough, stop, breathe. You're not failing. You're building. You're learning how to live one present moment at a time. You're learning how to be patient with yourself. You're learning how to rebuild trust in your own decisions. These are not small things. These are victories disguised as routine. There will be days when the small tasks feel useless, days when you make the right choice and you don't feel any different, days when you show up and nothing feels like it's changing. And on those days, you may want to say, what's the point? But hear me, the point is that every small task is a thread. And over time, thread by thread, you're weaving a life that's stronger than anything that ever tried to break you. You don't notice a few threads, but you damn sure notice a whole piece of fabric. That's what you're creating. Something durable, something meaningful, something you can depend on when life hits hard. And listen, life will hit hard sometimes. Recovery doesn't make the world softer. It makes you stronger. Not all at once, slowly, faithfully through daily choices that become daily habits, that become a new identity. And that identity is built through the small tasks that you treat as sacred, because they are. Showing up is sacred. Staying honest is sacred. Taking responsibility is sacred. Choosing connection instead of isolation is sacred. Forgiving yourself is sacred. Letting yourself rest is sacred. These are not chores. They are acts of transformation. They are acts of rebellion against the parts of the world that expected you to stay broken. They are the movements that carry you forward when your past tries to pull you back. And maybe your life hasn't been easy. Maybe you've fought battles that nobody knows about. Maybe you've survived things you never should have had to survive, but you're still here. And that alone is a sign that you are strong enough to continue. Not perfect enough, not healed enough, strong enough. Recovery doesn't demand perfection, it demands persistence. It demands that you keep showing up even when the progress is invisible, even when the small tasks feel too small, even when you feel tired or angry or discouraged. Because here's the quiet miracle of recovery. The small tasks add up. Every routine you practice becomes a ritual. Every ritual becomes a habit. Every habit becomes a muscle. And over time, you start to realize something breathtaking. The small things never were small. They were the seeds of the life you're stepping into. And yes, there will be days when you stumble, days when you slip back into old thinking, days when the weight feels heavier than the hope. You're human, that happens, but even then the small tasks are waiting for you. The rituals, the habits, the threads, they're waiting for you to pick them back up. Because recovery is not fragile. Recovery doesn't shatter the second you struggle. Recovery is resilient because you are resilient, and resilience is built one choice at a time. So today I want you to lean into the small tasks, not with frustration, not with impatience, but with pride. Treat every choice, every healthy step, every healing moment as something noble, something honorable, something worth celebrating. Because it is, and because you deserve to see the truth. Every small task is proof that you're not who you used to be. You're someone new, someone stronger, someone becoming, someone rising. Helen Keller wasn't talking about settling for less. She wasn't saying you shouldn't dream big or want more from your life. She was saying that the road to those great and noble things is paved with the small tasks you choose to honor. Your recovery is the same. The greatest version of yourself is built in the smallest moments. So the next time you feel like nothing is happening, remind yourself everything is happening. You're healing, you're growing, you're building a life with intention. And every time you make one small choice toward recovery, you're shaping a future that once felt impossible. You want greatness? Do the small things like they matter, because they do. You want strength? Practice it in the moments nobody sees. You want meaning? Create it through your daily choices. You want a life worth being proud of? Build it one breath, one decision, one small task at a time. And for the record, you're already doing it. You're already on the path. You're already proving to yourself, step by step, that you are stronger than your past, braver than your fear, and more capable than you ever believed. Your small tasks are not holding you back. They are launching you forward. So keep going. Keep choosing the small things. Keep treating each moment as something sacred. Keep building a life that honors who you truly are. A person in recovery. A person with strength. A person with purpose. A person who rises again and again through choices that seem small but are in fact extraordinary. Great and noble things are coming. But the greatness is already inside you. And today, right now, you're proving it through every small, powerful, life-changing task you choose to do with intention. You're not just surviving, you're building. And every small task is a brick in the foundation of the future you deserve. Keep going, keep choosing, keep building. Because you, yes, you, are the great and noble task